I don't like to speak to people for this long.
Guys, can you see? I drew something and inspired Tomiwa to add this into his portfolio. What did I draw?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it supposed to be someone with hair?
Can you make this thing better?
Let me try. Let me try.
I got to know Tomiwa's art before I met Tomiwa.
Because back then, I think my art was darker.
All these weird creatures. But then, even with the weirdness, you still know that this person can draw because
Last card.
Intense trashing later.
last card.
Fuck.
Check up. As I was saying, the first call last card, they check up. As I was saying before the interruption.
My first international gig, and that was $300. Do not be introverted when it comes to your art. And I just got him back for an interview, and my wallet got stolen. I had to beg a friend of mine to send me 1,000 to get back home.
So when he's seeing this in his portfolio, he's going to have to credit me and say, co-drawn by.
I turned out fire. Pick two. Thank you, Felicity. Most likely I would not have come up with this if you're not. I swear, talent will never beat hard work.
You want me to do that rubbish for you?
No, no way. No way. Ah.
Hey! I said it. Jesus!
Let me fuck up. Let me fuck up. It's okay.
Why you decide to carry 6 million naira to give her to dispatch rider for this Nigeria? What's my YouTube channel name? What's this series name?
Felicity Talks. Felicity Talks.
I don't think I agree with that.
We'll keep brainstorming. We'll brainstorm.
Hi guys, welcome to this podcast series.
On a good day, this podcast should start from here. But guys, I made a mistake. A terrible, terrible rookie mistake. I knew from the start that that angle was not the best angle. But at that time, it felt like the only angle. I really don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to be that bad. And when I saw it, when I realized, I shouted.
Jesus!
What to do? Filming it again was not an option that day or in the coming weeks. Tomiwa advised that I make it artsy. He said you could make anything into art if you tried, if you made efforts. I don't know how I want to do this thing, no. But anyway, I will try. So let's continue.
Continue.
As I was saying, before the interruption, Tomiwa is an artist, a digital artist. He creates these art, and the arts, they are fine, but they are weird. This podcast does not have a name yet, but what we want to do on this podcast is to chat, play game, and discuss.
Hi guys, this is our podcast. We're playing game, and she's going to ask me really nice questions, or questions I'm relatively comfortable with.
Let me tell you guys how I knew Tomiwa. I got to know Tomiwa's art before I met Tomiwa.
For you?
Yes.
Oh, bro, I get reputation. I swear.
So that day now, I think that day we were in one room like that room that we used to be in those days.
We were in
and we were
room.
gisting. You were not in the room that day,
Okay,
but there were a group of us in a room, and we were gisting, and there were now some people were exchanging banters, this light-hearted game. Somebody was like, "Say you be like, what it Tomiwa draw?" And everybody was like, "Ah, oh, ah." I'm like, what's there now? What's wrong? Is it that Tomiwa cannot draw? Is it that
Excuse
why
me?
is it so bad? Like, why is everybody shouting, "Ooh, ah"? Why is this such a big insult? But I was like, wait, when you see what Tomiwa draws, you understand. And then I saw what Tomiwa draws, and I'm like, this is wicked.
I was young then, so my art
wicked.
style was mostly oral and
Yes, like all these
Lovecraftian eldritch.
all these weird creatures. But then, even with the weirdness, you still know that this person can draw because
Last card. Continue.
Tomiwa's own was now too much, so I had to pause and teach him a lesson.
what do you say you need?
I need triangle.
I need something too. I need cross.
It will cross your heart and hope to die.
They play. They play with.
I need a triangle. Last card.
I need a cross.
God damn it.
What them into you too? Last card.
Fuck.
Check up. As I was saying, the first call last card, they check up. As I was saying before the interruption and all this last card, because you managed to get this, I'm not going to hear word for you.
Sorry, my boss.
So, what was I saying now? forgotten what I was saying. Now.
my art was weird
Yes.
and
So even
yes.
with the weirdness of the art, you could see that this person can draw because the detailing, the colors, everything, it was just so superb. And Tomiwa has gone on to become a full-time artist. Like Tomiwa now does art for a living. Tomiwa,
Alpha.
how far? How did it all start? Tell me. Let's flash back to why you give me only two cards.
I thought no, you took way too much cards, but it's fine. We
If I
still
tell me
get
make
to
a
play.
add card as
Sorry,
well.
sorry, sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
how
okay.
did I start? I need a cross. Last card.
I need the triangle last card.
Damn it!
Check up. Yeah, but the one. Let me shuffle it now.
Okay,
You don't
okay.
have to shuffle, I guess.
I do. My hands are just very clumsy most of the time, so I don't have that speed draw thing. Like I take my time with things because I like to. So, anyways, how did I start drawing? I don't know. I've been drawing since I was 3. Well, I was drawing Roboman and all that stuff. It started with watching Samurai X. Any Nigerian born in the 90s and early 2000s will remember Samurai X on Channels TV, then Godzilla, and wait, how did it take? Okay,
Markets.
okay, yes.
Continue.
And from then on, I moved to drawing on my notebooks. Oh God, my mom beat the shit out of me for that. I remember this
So
one time.
they will buy you notebook with hard earned money. You can't draw on it.
Yeah,
Show them your cards first. Show the camera your cards, not me. Okay. Yeah, continue. Mom beats you.
yes. Well, they beat the shit out of me. They took me to the is it proprietors or principals? Proprietors, yes. So after that, since I was like, they're going to beat me if I actually draw on my notebooks. So I'll start saving to buy notebooks for myself. I mean, you can't touch me if what's the word? If I'm actually paying for it. Yeah, they still touched me. I was still beaten. One of me glue
How often was this beating? Was it a consistent thing or it was just a once in a while thing?
like twice in a week. You know,
And that has really shaped you.
that's really shaped me.
Do you have any scars from the beating?
No, not really. You were really fast. I know.
Has
I've
your
been
heart
really.
healed? You heal really fast, but
Yeah, as in, look at me. Do I not look good?
You look good, but is your heart okay?
Very much okay. Very much okay.
And you're not falling in love again. Play Joe.
I turned out fire. Pick two. Pick two.
Men hate the truth. Because small truth I said is giving me a pick two.
Wait, what?
And he
is
had
the
other
truth?
games. Small truth I told him.
But the thing is that what is truth? Truth is just what everybody accepts to be fact.
Continue.
Last card.
I see there's no pick three in this game.
No, there isn't.
So after the beating, so the beating didn't stop you, it didn't make you want to pause. Instead, it gave you it made you find a new strategy to
Yes.
start drawing.
Yes, I hid in my grandfather's room. I'd enjoy. It continued for. I got really, really creative in learning how to hide my art and all that. But eventually, she just got tired of it.
She let you be.
Ish. But what she said was, as long as you don't get lower than a C, you are free to do whatever you
So
want
did
to
you
do.
keep getting higher than the C?
Yes,
Or you
I
got
did.
lower than C several times?
I'm actually smart. It's just this.
play.
Now play.
So you were like an AB student.
Yes.
Was it because you wanted to draw, that's why you strived to get more than C, or because na follow come?
Both. Now both.
Too close.
5. That's the correct answer.
You don't go market, Abby?
I don't go markets.
So currently now that you're doing arts full time, what's their reaction? How are they react?
As long as I can take my responsibilities seriously, they're fine with it.
So tell me, like, even after you were drawing through secondary school,
Yes.
I guess were you also drawing in university?
Yeah, I did. But it was not to
So I was
bring
waiting.
my men to get babes.
So you used to draw human beings then.
Yeah.
So you
Then
were drawing. You were
I
doing all
hated
this.
it, but you guys bring your men.
So
Okay, fine.
did you succeed?
I did.
So after school, what happened after school?
Well,
Kept
I
going.
tried getting a job at First Bank, then went for a couple more interviews. I don't know. I think it was 2018. Yes, September 2018. So it was literally around this time. I just got him
Around
back
this
for
time.
an interview at First Bank, and my wallet got stolen. I had to beg a friend of mine to send me 1,000 to get back home because fine boy no dey beg for road. It would have been very weird as fuck if with my suit and tie and everything, I'm like, please, they stole my wallet. I
And it's like
beg.
been like all these people that used to
You
use formats
understand?
because nobody would have believed you that you actually misplaced your card.
Yes. Give me a circle, please.
So even after losing your wallet and having to beg a friend for this thing, it didn't inspire you to keep searching for jobs. You just gave up.
Basically, I sat my old man down and said he doesn't need to bother about stuff anymore. I will, what's the word? I'll keep doing what I'm doing and I'll definitely make money off it. I shouldn't worry.
So how were you so sure and why were you so sure that you would make money off it? Have you already made money off drawing at this point?
Yes, I had. I had because I got my first commission towards the end of NYSC, and that was $300. I used that money to get my first laptop. No, second actually, second.
Mhm.
Yeah, then after that there were smaller gigs, but it was not yielding as much back then. I mean, dollar to naira was still relatively,
Okay.
yes. So after that, I was just, you know what, I'm done. Don't worry about me. I will be
You'll be
fine.
fine.
Yeah. And from then, even though there's been a lot of cold spots where you'll be wondering, I actually do have a degree, but it's mostly been an upward curve. I mean, I don't draw the same, I don't even, what's the word, connect with clients the same way I used to back in 2018, 2019. It's way different because with maturity comes experience. Not beside mature like
I
that,
never
but you
get
know,
sense finish, but let's
mm,
just say for the camera. That's why they shake my head. Man, no go
yeah,
cast you
pick two.
finish.
You don't carry your circle, pick two,
Are you guys see what Tomiwa is doing?
pick
Are
two.
you guys see what Tomiwa is doing?
Also, I'm about to fire. Pick two, pick two, pick two, pick two.
Is that
Last
continuation?
card. Na, 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 na.
2-1, but you guys should see my game. See what I had. See what Tomiwa made me gather.
Wow, you're about to buy a house.
Have you guys seen my cards?
We're literally about to buy a house. Uh,
Or what were we saying just now?
okay,
Maybe
yes. We're talking about experience teaches you to be different
yes, be mature, even though you are
yes.
not fully mature. Because tell
Small.
me why you were discussing maturity and it was giving me pick two.
It's not
And I
nonsense. In this life, be
don't trust
petty
anybody.
and also be petty. Because why person go beat me two at once? On the laugh again. But it's okay. It's cool. It's fine. Yes, please.
So like what was your first gig? How much did your first gig pay? Was that $300 your very first gig?
Not exactly my first gig, but my first international gig.
First international
Well,
gig.
I first worked for Keke Tales. It's defunct now, anyways. I first worked for Keke Tales. That was 2017, beginning of NYSC. Now the money where they give me, I used collect apartment back then. So
So after NYSC, you just went to go and you just got a gig and you just went to go and rent apartment.
no. That was start of NYSC.
Okay, you used to
Yeah.
rent apartment in your service here.
Yes.
How much was that? Are you okay with disclosing?
Yes, actually, it was 10,000, 12,000 back
Naira.
then. Yes.
Which house they give you 10,000, 12,000? Okay, you were in the village. I'm sorry. He was in the village. That was why you got 10,000. It was not in
I
city.
I
It
thought
was
to
not in
God,
town.
you're very
It was
rude.
in the village.
You're very rude. Yes, that's an order.
Tomiwa,
Yes.
is that how they used to share card in your village?
Yes.
Like I said, he was a village boy, so ignore him.
And we
So you
got
got
things for
apartment
relatively
for
cheap back then. Man. It
yes,
was so
and I used to
fun.
come from the city to come and visit them back then.
You were
Because
coming like every two weeks.
my friend was there and she was bored. I had to be with her, you know.
No.
So, but you got your apartment. That was 10K. Did you really get much gig during your service here? It
Not
was
really.
just
Not really. It was mostly keketos, but for that time, and
you didn't
because
really
of
make
the
much.
fact that I was staying in a village, it was relatively easier. Yes,
Yes.
because 10K compared to living in Ilorin or Lagos.
would have been a lot.
It would have been a lot. But with my NYSC and the NYSC allowance and school allowance and all that, it was reasonable. Not enough to get a new laptop,
But
but
it was okay to get you going and to be like,
yes. And for that period in my life, that was just what I needed. A way to
so
learn and build experience.
after your NYSC, did you feel the pressure of organizing your CV when people were organizing CV, like going to search? Oh, okay, yes, I think you did because you apparently went for
Yes,
one
a shit
interview.
ton of interviews.
So after that, how many interviews did you go for?
Oh my, I can't count anymore.
So after that interview where they stole your wallet, that was the last interview you went
Yeah, that
for.
was the last
That was when you
interview I
said,
went
I can't
for.
do this anymore. So when did you get your first international gig?
That
And how
was
did you get the first international gig?
that was
When
July.
and how?
July. No, no, it wasn't July because I
Okay, you said
finished the gig.
September.
No, no, no. My first international gig that I got paid was July. Yes, but the gig actually started around May, April. So yeah, I got it through Fiverr.
How did you get to number five? Or you just did research?
During my internship just before NYSC, my colleague was like, "Hey, you draw, so just get on Fiverr and start freelancing." And Nigeria's digital reputation was a bit different back then, so you could get things done easier back then. Yeah.
Back then was just 2017. No, you never till. It's, now when we are saying back then, it's sounding like we are saying
10 years
20
ago,
years
12
ago.
years
It's
ago.
just few years ago.
Yes.
Hey! I said it. I said it.
Don't worry, don't worry.
I should not worry
Don't
what.
worry, don't worry. Your face does not need to show now.
Jesus.
If you are still here, thank you. It gets better from here. And please just hit the subscribe button if you're not yet subscribed to my channel.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, thank you.
Before you got your first job, how did you know people were willing to pay for this, like this talent, both from keke? What did you call it?
Keke Tails.
Keke.
I
Keke. Wait.
Keke Tails.
Keke tails.
Mm.
Spell it.
Keketales.
Okay. So how did you know people were willing to pay for this skill you had?
Because I literally got my first internship through someone seeing my art.
Where did the person see your art?
I brought it to my interview.
Why did you bring art to your interview? What was the job?
Social media intern.
Social media intern.
Hmm.
Then you came to interview and you brought your art.
I was
with you.
bored.
So you were drawing before the
Yes.
interview started,
Yes.
and somebody saw you and
Yes. Have you chopped now?
chop.
You don't take now.
And somebody saw you and said, "Let's give this guy a chance. Let's give him a job." So what you went to interview for? You didn't get that, but you got
I did get that.
the social media intern.
Yes, I did.
Then you also doubled as an artist.
Yes.
So you see that hiding your art eventually opened doors for you. And sorry, not hiding your art.
No, no, just and it's something someone once told me. If you have it, flaunt it. Be proud of what you do.
So just let's imagine that maybe you didn't bring your art to work that day and the person did not discover you. Do you think you would have maybe found another way to make art,
I most likely would.
to make a living out of art? Which kind of English with this one? Out of art. This one called too much. You want to pour your water?
Even if it wasn't the exact situation, something would have still pushed me towards trying to make money off art. But it definitely accelerated it, and at the same time, I wish I had discovered Fiverr earlier. No, I would have made if I was doing this back to school.
So guys, don't hide your work. If you have it, flaunt it. Because you never can tell, your next paycheck is just waiting for you. Somebody's just waiting for you to just display that which you have so they can pay you for it. People are willing and waiting to pay for what you have. Just flaunt it. And this is a letter to myself too. I have stopped writing for a very long
you
time.
used to write.
So this is me telling myself to flaunt it. Just put it out there. If you keep hiding it, nobody is going to know and nobody is going to find you.
This motivational speaker work is not easy. Oh. After giving motivation, I had to beg for one dodo so that we see front.
I'm not supposed to be cursing. Don't let me curse. I should cut it out.
Yeah, I did this video. You also see, I'm still here.
I can't see you.
So, what was your first laptop you used for drawing?
That was before that. I was using my friend's laptop, a very old rickety HP. I can't remember the actual name. It was, yeah, Ellie's book. Ellie's book.
Was it like TV?
No, no, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But still, I used my friend's Ellie's book, and I also used another a Dell afterwards. That was what I used my first commission, my first international commission money to get a Dell laptop.
Where's the laptop now?
God,
So what about this laptop made you choose them? Was it just the name or the specifications?
that was the specifications. To be honest, all my friend told me back then is use a Dell if you're going to be working on graphics and stuff because it's still reasonably better than most other laptops. Then for the high-end laptops, I definitely did not have 200 or 400k to start getting high-end laptops back then.
And now, even low end laptop say 400K is a miracle.
See, my Omen laptop, when I got it, it was
Yeah, wait.
400. My Omen.
What it be Omen? Make I bring a comment
HP.
here.
No, 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 don't carry it. Don't carry it. It's connected to too many things and I have to start plugging and unplugging.
After we'll carry the camera to where the laptop is. Because if Mohammed cannot come to the mountain will go and meet Mohammed where it is.
So my Omen laptop back then was 400k. And this is London used. I don't know how much it is now.
So what's your ideal laptop specification now?
Ah,
Thank God. But when you're done, let me give you a break to eat first.
Uncle,
Let me.
another shot to one.
You ready?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Someone safe. Oh, man, this was so fun back then. This particular episode, I can still remember the morning before class started.
So Smallville is currently showing on the screen and Tomiwa is obsessed. It's making him nostalgic.
Sorry.
Your phone is here.
Okay, can you pass it,
It's
please?
making him nostalgic and he's just remembering how they used to tell them to sweep and they would spend hours.
Not hours, an hour. So you have to sweep before
So
before
they would
assembly
spend
starts.
lots of time recounting the movie they watched on Channels TV, have you?
Focus TV
Focus TV, okay. On
because we
Focus
had
TV.
cable. Yes, we had cable.
Good that I didn't have cable, we should go and
Yeah,
let
you
her
people
go.
should relax. To be honest, man.
But so what were your favorite movies?
Movies. I didn't have favorite per se, but I liked Underworld, the entire Underworld series by Kate Beckinsale.
Do you think the movies you watched maybe inspired your art style?
Yes, actually, my art style is a mix of manga and Western comic books because I learned how to draw from those two, from the animated Superman show from the 90s, then Samurai X, Cowboy Bebop, and yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. Whoever is watching this and is into old anime, classic retro animes from the 90s will know what I'm talking about. So,
So what was do you remember the very first thing you drew?
yes, it was a doman.
To be Doma.
Those ones where you would draw circle around each other. I can. It's
Yeah, I'm even wondering we don't have paper and pen so you can be showing us one.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
my paper you want to draw? You don't have
Anna.
paper.
No, this was basically it. This was basically it.
Okay, so this was the first thing Tomiwa drew. And Tomiwa has drawn something on my card. So this is what I say is an autograph or it's a free
I
commission.
swear it's going to be worth millions in a while.
It's
So
a free commission. So guys, I'm holding on to this. Tomiwa has drawn something on my what's paper. So what was the first thing you drew that made you realize that I can draw?
I don't know. I literally do not know because what's the word? Okay, for comic books, when did I start drawing comic books? That was probably five. And it was basically because I saw a friend of mine drawing a comic book from Super Strikers. It was literally copying and pasting basically, and he was selling it for 10 naira, 5 naira.
Then was that when you discovered that you could actually make money
Sell.
from art?
Yeah,
Was that when you first started selling petty art? Did you
and
sell or you
both.
just
I
do
sold
for
though.
fashion?
I sold the 5
So how
naira,
much did
10
you make?
naira. 15 naira was a lot back then, so I could buy markers with it and paint my art and pencil colors and buy new notes because
So You didn't use like sketchpad, you prefer to use the old regular notebooks. Was it
Yeah,
because you
with the
couldn't
lines
afford
and all those ones.
sketchpad, or you just prefer the notebooks?
I cannot lie, I didn't even know I could get a sketch pad back then. I was just using whatever was available, to be honest.
So when you were young, did you ever think, dream, imagine that one day you could be doing arts as a job?
Oh, when I was young, I wanted to be an archaeologist, but by the stock saying money not did it, and I wanted to be a journalist. Then my old man was like, "Yeah, I don't want to lose my child, my bro." No, I wanted to be a lot of things. At one point, I wished I could clone myself so I could be in science class, art class, and commercial class, so I could learn every single thing just at once. But now only one person there can only be one awesomeness. I was like, all right, cool, yeah. But that was that. I think the thing is, I find more joy in the learning process than actually, what's the word, finishing it eventually, because you don't stop learning.
So you just like learning.
Yes.
So did you do maybe like any course, or did you do any other thing to improve your drawing, or you just started drawing and every day you found ways within yourself to get better? Was there any external thing that helped you to improve?
Well, there was YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube was when I started getting commissions, and when I got more interested in art, that okay, yeah, fine, I can actually make money off it. Then I started learning from Draw by Jazza. Okay, I was a bit into Van Gogh and Picasso at one point in my life because I didn't know, do I want to do traditional art or digital art, or you know there was this was what I was weighing skills on what I could do. But at the same time I was like, okay, fine, I'll figure this thing out eventually. So I was leaning towards those art influences eventually.
Okay, so you just mentioned digital art, and that brings me to one question. So you were drawing on paper, I started drawing on paper. How did you now like transition into drawing on your on the computer? Like how when did you know that was a thing? How did you know? How did you navigate that process? Do you get my question?
Okay, yeah, yeah, I get that. So a friend of mine was way older than me. This was back in '09. Right now I think he's an animator now or so, but he was way older than me back then. So he literally mentored me in that process. I think I was still 10, 11, 12. So another person mentoring me on these things and say, oh yeah, you can use a computer for this, blah blah blah. And yeah, that was it.
So did you have other mentors? Did
Met-
you actively seek mentors,
no,
or
no, no, not really, not really.
so that was like one mentor you have? You
Yeah, I
had
don't even like the word mentor. I'm like,
like a
this.
coach, like somebody that just give you advice.
Yes, yes, that was basically it for me. And I know
Okay.
we've lost touch over the years and stuff, but I still respect him and be like, oh yeah,
So you want to give me a quick shout out now? Just you don't have to mention the name, just a quick shout out
yo
and
yo
tell him
yo
thank
yo
you.
yo 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 yo.
That respect. When you approach it and say thank you, sir, you have helped my
Ew,
life, you have changed my
prostrate.
life.
No, I
So
wouldn't say
arrogant.
change my life, to be honest, because I could have just decided that I don't want to do this. I mean, I still
You
have
have gone to
my.
become a journalist.
No, no, no. I most likely would be working in a bank as a statistician or something by now if I had
Would
taken
you
my
have been
education
happy?
seriously.
Well, we would never know because different things could bring us happiness, and it's
Yes.
only what we are doing per time that we are sure of. So you
True.
would never have
Happiness is a
known.
state of mind, to be honest.
Yeah, as far as you're content and satisfied with whatever you are
No, I'm not
doing.
contented though. I want to be on a yacht. Yes, and own like 3 mansions in Monaco.
Where's your gun? Do you perhaps maybe have guns in your computer, or there's
It's
gun
inside
hidden
my
somewhere?
septic tank. Just
Because you want to do. Do you think you could get money to buy yacht from drawing?
yeah, it depends on how famous I get. I mean, there are artists that are rich enough to do that, but at the same time, it's good to have side gigs and multiple side gigs.
What's the current side gig like this?
It used to be writing. I was writing for this 3D blog at one point, but right now, I don't think I can handle too much side gigs right now because
Because this one
commissions are.
gig is just
It's
it's
it's not just one
if you
gig.
see Tomiwa's phone, you see the
It's not my
it's
news.
busy, it's
It's not
fully
my
booked.
news though. Okay, thank you.
It's fully booked. So have you ever used your drawing? You mentioned earlier that you used your drawing to woo girls for your friend. Have you used your drawing to look your for yourself?
No man.
So you basically, how did just run me through the process of how you maybe toast a girl you like and infusing your art in it?
Well, the funniest thing is,
Their shower
I
part is
have
coming out
been
since
asked
now.
out more than I have asked out. No, 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 no,
Oh, Tommy fire.
no,
Continue. You don't put
no, no,
glasses.
sorry. Wait, I have to
Wait, sorry.
I have to clean my grass.
But you know this Superman movie we are watching. Eventually, Superman gets to wear glasses and he becomes a regular person, and he takes off the glasses and he becomes Superman. Is that what you're trying to do here? Because
No,
I
that
asked you
is
question,
not
just
it.
remove your glasses
I needed to clean my
so you can
glasses.
see well. They can see your eyes very well.
Okay, they should not see my eyes.
Continue.
Well, I was a very, very shy ass person at one
Mm-hmm.
point. I am still a very shy person at one point in my mind. So you literally had to put green light, say not just any green light. It has to
Very
be
sharp.
blinding neon light.
Like
It
yeah,
was
Tomiwa does
so.
not have like lights because I know this small LED light I put on is blinking like a vampire.
It's true. It's
Wait,
true.
what blinks when they see lights? Is it vampire?
No, vampires just born up.
You just born when you're
It's
under the
just
sun.
born.
And Tomo is a vampire because he just went just to come out under the sun for like 5 minutes. He's already looking like Emma treated him.
Yeah,
So
she did. She did. I was
what
burning.
animal does not like light?
There are many actually. Bats don't like lights. It depends on the type of
The
bat.
cats.
Most
Cats
most
like light.
nocturnal animals don't like light as much. I mean, I think owls are nocturnal, or are they diurnal? I will Google them eventually. But most
Okay.
of them are
But
nocturnal.
continue, I don't distract you. Yeah, well, what? I don't even know. But continue.
Okay, what was I saying?
You were saying you were shy,
Okay,
and
I was a very
they had
shy.
to
They
turn
had
on the green
surprises.
lights.
I mean, there was one time this babe kissed me, and I was like, "Does that mean you like me?" Yeah, yeah. So that was. It's only afterwards that the art comes. I'm like, oh my god, you draw! Wow, I like it. Yeah.
So your art has never really played a role in helping you get
Nah,
your dream girl.
I don't have a dream girl. Kids have dream girls. At this point in life like this, I'm just trying to work with what I have.
Okay. So, but maybe in course of dating, do you maybe perchance get to meet people that? Okay, have you ever dated somebody that maybe also draws?
Yes, I have.
So were you guys drawing each other? How were you guys
Yeah,
infusing arts into your whole love life?
I-
Someone is blushing.
No, it's not actually a
What are you people
blood
drawing? What are you people drawing to each other?
stuff. Stuff.
You don't have to say it.
I'm trying
Just
to.
say the
Trying
things we please just say the things we can hear.
it was actually very sweet.
When did you discover that this was
That
when did you
was
discover that this could be a business for you?
20. No, it was 2015. That was
Mm-hmm.
when I knew. Okay, fine. It was after my first Comic Con
Mm-hmm.
in Lagos at Necker House.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh yeah, people are selling their comic books, and I saw so many people trying to promote and hosting conferences on how you could make money off your art and all that stuff. And I was like, this is actually viable, can be a side gig or something while I work. But Nigeria is not really giving us as much jobs, so for now it's still the main thing I'm doing.
Okay,
It's
so do
cool.
you attend maybe conferences often? Do you attend maybe events? Do you do networking events often?
Well, yeah, I do. I do. I Comic Con 2024 just recently concluded, and I was there, and I met some really, really amazing people from cosplayers to female artists. Because yes, there are actually a lot of female artists in Nigeria. I mean, it's always come from, oh, she's hot. Then you're like, wow, she draws. She also draws comic books and all that stuff, and it's an entirely different thing. You get, you're not expecting this person to be as much of, I wouldn't say nerd because nerds are bookworms, but
Mm-hmm.
more of a geek.
Mm-hmm.
You get, so it's fun.
So sorry, I have to digress at this point. Tomiwa is drawing his beards. And so sorry, I've known Tomiwa for many years. Oh.
It's not a
Before
beard,
you
it's
even
a
had
goatee.
beards,
It's goatee.
I have
It's
known,
goatee. It's goatee. It's not a beard.
but there is hair on Tomiwa's chin. I knew Tomiwa when he didn't have hope of any single hair on his chin. So literally looking at him just touching his beard, his goatee when he's talking is giving me like, oh, this guy has grown so much. Because before, what does he used to touch? What used to touch when you were talking before? Just your face, baby face. But now he now has something to hold on to when he's talking. This is growth. That's all I want to say. But continue. What were we saying? I keep digressing. Sorry.
Yeah. It's like you're going on the straight path, then you see a tree, and you're like, oh my god, is that a tree? Just say,
Okay, so what's laptop? What was the
I don't Google out for you. Let me show you the specifications first of all.
which one should I-
The specifications. It's Alienware. So dimensions 424 by,
you even get on my phone already, sir.
yes, lágbára Ọlọ́run. Window. Yeah, I would have to upgrade
So
that
what's
one
the ideal? Okay, what's the ideal laptop
for
specification you
gaming.
would need to like make to improve on your art?
Well, you can use a regular low-end laptop, or if eventually like HP, the regular HP, maybe EliteBook or something, or any of the lower Dells. But if you're really going to the world of digital art, 3D modeling, and most likely video editing, you need a gaming laptop.
So what makes a good gaming laptop on average?
On average, check the icon, then the graphics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the graphics card is very, very important because if you don't have a very good graphic card, there are a lot of things you can't run. My second laptop could not run Blender 3D simply because the graphic card was not enough for it. It was not high end at all. And how
Mm-hmm.
much did I get that back then? That was 120,000,
Was it
and
for brand new or for fairly used?
fairly useful. Fairly no broky is fairly useful.
Continue, please.
You get. And please, if anybody is watching out there, I want one canvas 17. Is it 17 or 16? But a sharp course. Just check one canvas, please. I have GoFundMe. You get
Go
it.
waiting.
GoFundMe. Please fund me.
Why do you feel like you have to people that will be watching this my YouTube channel that barely has 300 subscribers that will
But
be able
they
to
pass 100.
give you
They pass
to give
100.
you
Let me tell you
that
something.
thing you are talking
If
about?
somebody says 2K, 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 before you know, 500K done,
How much be the thing you want buy? Say it, let me transfer it to you right now, even though I don't have any money in my
2.5
account.
million.
So what's going to happen is that when I
Mm.
blow, and when I blow, I'm sure your taste would have changed in something. So we
It's
could see
true,
what we
but I'll still collect it because my elder brother still owes me 20 naira from uh, December 2002. He
so
wrote it in a
petty.
promise card. Till today, he
So
has not given me.
why not try and collect it? Have you tried to ask for the
I've
money?
tried. He's like,
But
so I'll still remember this one. Thank you very much.
so so moving on, what advice do you have for kids, or not even just kids, people that just draw, that know how to draw, that feel like they have this talent in art and they are trying to make a living of it?
Well, talent will never beat hard work, and trust me, you can't actually stay on an island because if not, you die of starvation.
What if there's a sport tree on the island?
You, you still need human interaction, or you go mad,
What if I went there with my boyfriend?
or you are single. My point is that also, please do not be introverted when it comes to your art. Flaunt it. I wanted to use the F word, but I'm trying to be. I'm cutting down on my cuss words lately, which is really hard. But flaunt it and talk to people. Just keep talking to people about your art online, on every single group you're on. Eventually, something will pan out. That's it.
Okay, so for parents that have children like this, what advice do you have for them, or what, not even advice, like what do you want to just tell them generally?
Stop beating us. Stop beating us. It doesn't work. Look, we're kids. We will find a way. It's either we do it with your approval or not with your approval, because in the end, we will do what we want,
So you do it regardless.
regardless.
So in what way do you wish you were nurtured differently? Like what support do you wish you had back then that you think would have maybe made you way better?
I actually don't think I would change anything, because if I change one little thing, I wouldn't be the same person I am now.
Mm-hmm.
You get, so this is good.
What was the most challenging project you worked on?
Oh yeah, it was an NFT gig.
What happened to it? Wait, which kind? Sorry, not my phone for silence. What happened to it?
Whew. There was a lot of late night corrections, then brainstorming. I think I worked on it for 2, 3 months before it finally launched and all that. But it was fine. It was fun actually.
Has there been any time when you're working on a project and you mistakenly maybe lost a file or something happened?
Yes. Photoshop crashes like crazy. That was 2 laptops before this one. Whenever I was working on a file, it would just crash, mostly because the graphic card was not good enough for it, or the driver was outdated and all that, or simply because the file I was working on was too heavy for the.
So it
Or
gets
you,
crashed and you start
yeah,
from beginning
or
again.
when I impute a particular computer program on it and I want to run randomization on NFTs, yeah,
Hmm.
it is not fun. It is definitely not fun, but all in all, that was when I knew I needed to get a gaming laptop.
And he got one. So guys, let's go and see our laptop.
My laptop.
Our laptop.
Then this is my graphic tablet and my laptop. Oh yeah, and if you're an artist, get a new one since Wacom is way too expensive.
What's the which software do you typically use for your art?
It depends. I use Clip Studio and Photoshop. Then for 3D modeling, I use Blender.
Did you do this thing? Abi, you got it.
Oh no, I bought that one.
But see workspace. You drew this one too, Abi?
Yep.
It's one of the ones drawing. So cute. Imagine the flex that you drew an artwork that is in your workspace.
Yes, please. It can be quite pricey, but you know.
Yeah, tell me what does commissions for frames, Abi? What do they call it?
Yeah, I do film.
So when you draw this thing with you open your this thing, I want to draw something.
Okay.
What am I looking at now? Which app is this?
Oh yeah, that's Clip Studio for
Clip Studio.
illustrators and concept artists.
So when I draw here, it reflects on the laptop.
Yep, it does.
So if I draw a cup,
That's the letter U. That's the letter
no,
U.
this is how you start drawing now. So this is what I used to draw when I was small. I do like this.
No
I do
wonder.
like this. See, he's looking like a man. News Bible.
Not
How do I cancel this thing?
no, just press Control Z.
Where the
Or
controls on the
just
system?
you don't need to, or just press the side of the
Oh, it's
laptop.
both soft touch
It's
and.
no, it's not software. Down cost, down cost.
Oh, no, they're sorry. Please, you guys should subscribe to Tomiwa's whatever he has so that
Please.
he can buy touch screen.
Yes, because I'm
Okay, you
broke.
say it cost. I cannot use my hand.
Yes, because
So what can I draw now?
your face.
I don't know how to draw.
It's obvious.
Do you know how to draw straight lines?
Well, I can draw a straight line, but it's easier to just use the laptop to draw it. I hold shift.
It's so cute. I'm just drawing random things on Tomiwa's expensive tablet thing. Thank you for indulging me, Tomiwa. And I
I'm
don't know
thanking
what I'm
myself for indulging it. Yeah, but you know,
do you feel good?
not really, but we'll move.
When was the last time you spoke to somebody for this long?
Why are you putting me on the spot like this? I don't like to speak to people for this long.
What did I draw?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Is it supposed to be someone with hair?
I don't even know what I'm drawing. Whether it's a fruit that has
Let me
lots
see.
of stuff. Okay, how do you make this better? I want to make this better. Let me see. My camera is showing. Let me.
Yeah, it's
my camera
showing.
should capture this. So can you make this thing better?
Let me try. Let me try.
This is a good angle. I didn't see it coming. Yeah. Tell me why it was not even showing all this.
It
Why
shows
so
you.
far.
It shows you. It shows you.
It didn't
It
show the
shows
thing I
you.
was drawing. So I drew rubbish, and Tomiwa wants to make my rubbish better. Guys, I'm so excited. It's not showing well. Let's get the angle. Oh, so so focused at work. You know, I can just catch the one on the screen. Guys, can you see how he's making my rubbish better?
This reminds me of all the madness that I used to draw back in NYC. Because back then, I think my art was darker.
Yes, it was, and that was why when that person was insulted, everybody screamed because why would you say a human being looks like that?
Well, technically, there are some humans that look like.
Nah, not those horror looking creatures. What? Why is you finding my work? So I drew rubbish. I don't know if you guys saw it. Tomorrow was the one holding the camera then, and I don't know if it was. You know, we can have many talents, but we can't have it all.
It's
I
straight
don't think
obvious.
making videos is part of his talent. So I really hope he captured the rubbish I drew But now I just gave him the pen to make it better. And see what he's drawing, guys. Can you see? On the spot, making a commission. Look at me. I'm so proud of Toby. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Thank you, Felicity. Most likely, I would not have come up with this if you're not.
Oh,
I swear. Muse don't show.
guys, can you see? I drew something and inspired Tomiwa to add this into his portfolio. So when this thing is in his portfolio, he's going to have to credit me and say
Do I,
co-drawn by,
do I really have to do?
foundational idea by,
Do I really have to
you know, because if I did not draw the rubbish I drew, he wouldn't have created this masterpiece. I mean, because who else would have inspired? So you want me to do that rubbish for you?
No, no way. No way. No, I don't accept. I swear.
Who else would have drawn such a? Oh, this is so cute and it's so rich. From that random ugly looking thing I drew, Tomiwa has
I
refined
for
it.
help you color am, but
No, it's fine. You've done so much. I wouldn't
thank you.
have
Even
come up
myself,
with
even
this.
myself, no say I don't draw so much.
I did color am.
Nah. At least now I can finish up.
I see my art. Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! And you said this is Clip Studio.
Yeah, this
How
is
does
close
somebody
to-
learn how to use Clip Studio if they want to learn?
Well, generally, I'd recommend using some YouTube channels to learn how to draw it. What I'd always recommend for beginner artists is Jazza's channel, Draw by Jazza.
Draw by Jazza.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to add it to the
Yeah.
editing. But is there like maybe are there other channels you think, or maybe other courses you think people would use?
Yeah.
Or
Yes. There's Cut Michael Russell.
okay,
He's one of my favorite artists ever.
which artist do you look up to currently?
Currently, that would be Ohe Jimenez.
Oh
That's
wait, oh
Ohe Jimenez.
okay, you help me spell that later.
Mm.
Thank you.
Ohe Jimenez, he works for DC. He's currently on contract with DC anyways. Draws Superman, Batman. He has one of Ohe Jimenez, Dan Mora, some really amazing artists to be honest.
Well, this is how you pick color. You come to this round thing here and you just pick
Yes.
the color.
Or sometimes I can just use the color picker to pick whatever I
Okay.
want to do. Just depends.
Okay, this is it.
So
And you
yeah.
could also input color codes here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so cute. These buttons on the graphic tab, graphics what?
The graphic tablet. Yes,
Graphic
this is
tablets.
basically to increase the size of my brush, then to reduce it.
Okay.
And this is zoom in,
Zoom
zoom
out.
out. This is my eraser. Then you know what? I've never figured out what these buttons actually do, to be honest. Oh, it actually moves it.
Moves it.
That's why.
You see, guys, this thing I just did for Tomiwa today is a lot because now he has discovered a button on his tablet. And he has had his tablet for many years now.
No, months actually.
So guys, please, when I say you want to do podcast with me,
I
it's for
swear,
your own good as well because you will discover things you didn't know you could draw.
it's true.
Now in 30 minutes, Tomiwa has created a new masterpiece that he will add to his portfolio.
Mm.
And it can even give him 1 or 2 or 3 or 20 new days.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Because
Amen.
I need that. Mobrook.
And how did you move that thing? It's looking like a hat now. That was a suitcase you were drawing.
No, I could add a suitcase to it, but I'll still need to refine it later.
So what's this person's name now?
Felicity. Grand felicitations.
That's
Oh, that's
why,
actually a very good
that's why
name.
you're single like this.
And
To that respect. So this is Tomiwa's dream woman because that's why he just
no, my dream woman is final. She's final.
okay.
At least.
So this actually looks like what Tomiwa draws. So show us some of your drawings.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Which ones do you want to see? Okay,
Anyone.
let's start from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see the way he's looking on the screen. Purple paper wording. Yeah.
Yeah, this was a fan art of Ultraman. If anybody has seen that on Netflix, I'd show you commission works, but you know I
Yeah,
can't.
I know. I wouldn't even add that because
Mm,
privacy and stuff.
yeah.
All right, thank you very much, Tomiwa. So what's your work routine like?
I don't have any. My life is work.
Life routine.
My life is work.
Your life is work.
I wake up. It
Well,
depends
at
on
least,
how
but at
much
least you're
I.
flexible. It's flexible for you.
Okay. Yeah, I do have a shit ton of free times, and I tend to take my rest period. Seriously, I go to the gym, then I come back, do a bit of stretches because the old back is not as young as it used to be.
Oh,
It's
my
not,
back pain I'm having
guy,
currently
sitting is a shit ton of work. You
is a
never
lot of work.
understand, Joe.
You
Yeah,
actually get to sit for long hours.
I mean, there was this time I was walking for about 6, 7 hours just sitting. By the time I stood up, I fell back down. Yeah, it's not fun at all. And it's one of the reasons I do more yoga and stretches and working out because, fine, but
Sorry.
still, yeah, take it out seriously, I beg.
Okay, so it's been a long conversation. We've had this conversation, we've gone to see the system, we've discussed several things, and it's been a whole long time. Tomiwa is tired, he's burnt out. I'm
You'll
not
be
sure he
burnt out
has
in
had
Jesus' name.
I'm not sure he has had to talk to anybody for these long hours in a very long time. And he actually made that time. He has given me his time, he has shown me his laptop, shown me his workspace. He has even drawn a new art. A
Character.
character, now they call him
I
character.
will, I will, I will name her in your honor. It's going to be
No,
Felicity.
it's Tomiwa.
Felicity.
Tommy,
Felicity.
Tommy.
Felicity.
Tomiwa.
Okay. You will see him on
So
Sunday.
there's a new character, there's a new this thing.
She's
He has
called
actually
Felicity. Yeah. She wears a pumpkin mask.
So thank you very much, Tomiwa, for coming to my YouTube channel. I don't have money now, I've not blown yet. If I wanted to give Tomiwa a gift, so he does not used to eat biscuits. But don't worry, I owe you. I'm going to send it to you via dispatch. I will soon load. What's that laptop you said you wanted again?
Alienware.
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 Okay.
It's 6 point something now.
Million, I've been the specification.
Million.
Is it Naira, be Zimbabwe
It's
dollars?
just naira.
Naira.
6.7 million. Dispatch will take like 200K. So we just budget 7 million.
Why you think I will carry 6 million naira to give them to dispatch rider for this Nigeria?
No. They will just bring the laptop come.
Oh, no, why go buy 6 point something call give them to dispatch rider?
You will carry and come yourself.
Before.
Okay.
So thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Tomiwa. So please give a shout out and tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
Felice is a good person. Sometimes it's not the time, but still, she makes sense. So subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can direct more people to my art page and my website, so that I can make more money and look better. Because you see my face, see, I look tired as fuck, bro. Like, fuck.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. See they do.
Gang sense, yeah.
And besides, I won 2-1 that
No,
card
no,
game.
no, you didn't win. You didn't
I won
win. You didn't
2-1.
win. You flipped the table over. There's a difference.
2-1. I'm the card champion.
This is the end of my chat with Tomiwa. My attempt to be artsy, I don't think it was given. But then again, I'm not the artist in this conversation. Tomiwa is. Special shout out and thanks to Tomiwa for doing this with me. Tomiwa literally sacrificed his rest time to have this conversation with me. He had been working before I went, and even after the conversation, he was supposed to continue working to deliver on some things. He takes his work seriously, and when he said hard work, he meant hard work. Even though I was saying he was burnt out and he was saying he's not burnt out, he was just saying hard guy because my guy was tired. So thank you once again, Tommy. And guys, do you know that that meal he was eating, that was around past 6 p.m. That was his first meal of the day. When he's working, he literally forgets to eat. That's how dedicated he is. Thank you, Tomiwa, for doing this once again. I appreciate you, Tomiwa. I appreciate your time. And I can't wait to see you at the top. All right, guys, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.